Welcome to Digital Bytes.
Hey everyone, it's Chris. With the advent of iOS 26, we're kind of all exploring all the new features, benefits, bugs, whatever comes up. And I wanted to show you a couple things that I found this week when I updated on Monday. So first, the bug. We'll just get the bad news out of the way. There is a bug that's really annoying that I found an answer to on my Mastodon feed. Someone posted, I believe, to Apple Viz. Perhaps you've seen it. I was getting dumped into my app library on my iPhone. It was really annoying. I have an iPhone 15 Pro. Every time I went to the home screen, it would say app library with search field. And then maybe there would be page, 2, because I just have 2 pages because I'm kind of a folder fiend. And so I just really was annoyed. And so I found the answer. And I thought I would show it to you here. It's kind of buried in the settings, and it may be an answer for you. It may be sort of, maybe not everybody's experiencing this, but what you want to do is you want to go to the accessibility settings, and then if you set your rotor on headings,
vision, heading,
and we'll just travel by heading,
physical and motor, heading, hearing, heading, speech, heading, accessories, heading.
And this is what you want, the accessories heading. So I'm going to swipe right.
Keyboards and typing, button.
And this is what you want. We're going to double tap.
Hover typing, off, button.
Okay, so this is the first choice. We're going to keep moving around to the right.
Display words in larger text while typing. Typing feedback, button. Hardware keyboards, heading.
And this is the heading that you want, so we'll swipe right.
Full keyboard access, off, button.
Okay, this is the culprit here, full keyboard access. For some reason, I had it on, and I don't know why, but maybe a while ago, something worked better with it on. But if you turn that off, I have no earthly idea why it makes a difference, but I am no longer dumped into the app library, which is really great and lowers my blood pressure considerably. So now we're going to get to the great little bite here, a nice little snack, a really awesome feature that has just been introduced, and that is the copied speech item in the rotor. So I'm going to go back to my home screen.
Home.
And we're going to go to Notes.
App Switcher. Settings. Notes. Active.
And we'll open Notes.
Notes. Note. Text field. Is editing. Insertion point at start.
Okay, so I just have a blank note here. Now, before I started this recording, I copied a few things. I copied the titles to some of my notes. And so what you can do is you can do the 3-finger quadruple tap whenever you hear voiceover say something that you want to copy. So it's tap, 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 tap with 3 fingers, and it will copy that verbiage to the clipboard. Now, I believe it used to be that you only had one thing you could copy to the clipboard, but now it keeps a history of, I think, about 10 items on your clipboard, which is really cool. If you were copying some things from, something you were reading or a note or email or some information that you needed to refer back to, you could then copy all those bits to the clipboard and then paste them where you want. So I'll show you how this works. So we're going to activate the rotor.
Lines. Words. Characters. Text selection. Speaking rate. Actions. Activate edit. Copied speech. Automatic numbering in Microsoft.
Okay, there we go. So it just said copied speech, and then it started to read the first thing that I had copied to the clipboard. And these are in order of how you copied them. So I just went to my notes and I copied, so automatic numbering in Microsoft Word. I just wanted ChatGPT's directions on how to do that. So now if I just swipe down with 1 finger, I hear the next item on my clipboard.
Airlines Wi-Fi with T-Mobile.
Okay, so Airlines Wi-Fi with T-Mobile, how to do that. And I'll just swipe down here and you can kind of hear what I've got.
Addie's favorite peanut butter chocolate chip cookies recipe. Accessing the 2-field in Outlook for Mac. Shared by me via iCloud. Clear all copied speech.
Okay, so you hear clear all copied speech. So in case I didn't want any of those items on the clipboard, I could just clear the whole history on the clipboard. But I'm going to go down to that Addie's favorite chocolate chip cookies.
Automatic number. Airlines Addie's favorite peanut butter chocolate chip cookies recipe. Baking Genius. Modified July 7th, 2019. Kitchen. In folder recipes.
Okay, so you hear it's in my recipes folder. So I know that all of that whole thing is on the clipboard, and likely you wouldn't want all that copied, but if I double tap,
Addie's favorite peanut butter chocolate chip.
It's copied to my note. So it's just a really great feature. I really love it, and I'm looking forward to making use of it. I believe this information is kept on the clipboard until you clear it. I don't know what happens if you shut your phone down. I don't know what stays in its little memory, but starting with a bug byte that I didn't want, and fortunately was resolved, and a really cool new feature, copied speech in the rotor, and it's just awesome. So enjoy iOS 26 and let us know what you're finding or what you'd like answers to. That would be feedback@unmute.show.
Hello and welcome to this Digital Byte. My name is Jonathan Simeone. Today I'm going to show how to create and use templates in Microsoft Word. I'm using JAWS 2025 with the September update, and I'm using an updated version of Office 365. For a bit of background information, a template is a file you can use to create other documents based on that file. So for example, when I create the Demand Our Access podcast episodes, I use a template file that already has the disclaimer and several paragraphs of text and headings that I usually use in every episode of the podcast. By using the template, I don't have to create a document every time that has all that information. All of the typical text is already inserted, and all I have to do is add the content that's new to that episode. So to demonstrate this, I've already got a blank document 1 here with some nonsensical text in it, and I'll let you hear a little bit of that by hitting caps lock down arrow.
John Smith, 111 Allen RD period, Seattle, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, email, blank.
Okay, we don't need to listen to much of that. It's just to demonstrate that there's something here. Now, to make this a template file, I need to save this as a template file. So I'm just going to hit Control S.
Control S. Save as dialog, file name, edit, combo, johnsmith.docs.
And I'm just going to call this updated
Updated, TEST,
template. Now, to change the file extension, I'm going to tab into the next box.
Template, save as type, combo box, Word document left.
And I'm just going to start down arrowing.
Word document left parent, Word macro dash enabled, Word 97-2's Word template left parent star dot right parent.
There we go. It said Word template, and I don't know if you could hear it, but it changed the extension to .docx. And I'm going to shift tab.
File name, edit, combo, updated test template dot.
And now I'm just going to hit enter to save this template.
Enter, updated test template dot docs.
Now, once the template is saved, how do we use it? How do we get documents based on that template? Once you save your first template, Microsoft will create a custom Office templates folder. It will be a subfolder of your documents folder. Now, where this will be actually located on your system will depend on how your system is configured. And since everyone's is different, I can't really demonstrate that. So I'm just going to use the Lisi product really quickly to get to my custom Office documents templates folder.
Lisi. List of Lisi users. C. Custom Office templates. Enter. Shell folder view. C.
Okay. Now I have the custom Office templates folder up. And I'm just going to hit the letter U.
U. Updated test template dot docs. Not checked.
There's our template file that we just saved. I'm going to hit enter to open it.
Enter. Section 1. Document 2-Word. Edit.
And you can see that when the file opened, JAWS said document 2. And that is really significant. That means that instead of opening the template file, all we did here was open a file based on the template that should now have all of the information in the template file in here. And to check that, I'm just going to hit caps lock and down arrow.
John Smith, 111 Allen RD period. Seattle, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And we don't need to listen to this whole thing. And again, it just demonstrates that there is the file. So if I wanted to make a cover letter or any letter based on this template, I could make the changes, add the body text and all that, and save this with a file name, save it wherever I wanted, and I would have the new cover letter or letter written. Then if I wanted to write another letter later, I just go back to my custom office templates folder and I select this updated test template and I open it. And I'll get another document with all the same template information in it. What if we want to edit the template? What if our email address changes or something like that? In order to edit a template, you can't open it from the Microsoft Office Templates folder. Instead, you have to open it from directly within Word. So I'm just going to hit Control O for open.
Control O, file name, colon.
And I'm going to Shift Tab.
Explorer pane, folder layout pane, shell folder view, items view, multi-select list box, header, name split button.
And I'm going to Shift Tab a second time.
Not selected cover letter template.
Now, because I was in here recently, the Microsoft Templates folder is already selected by default, and that's good. So this is my own personal cover letter template. I'm just going to hit Enter to open this.
Enter. Cover letter template / word. Cover letter template / word. Edit cover letter.
And you
Alert
can
colon backup.
see there that JAWS reported cover letter template. So by opening the file from within Word rather than going to it in the folder, I've opened the template file. I haven't created a file based on the template. So now any changes I make to this file will be in the template file as long as I hit Control S when I'm done to save the template file. So this concludes a brief look at creating and using templates in Word.
Hey everybody, it's Desiree. Today on Digital Bytes, I wanted to talk about the update to the Apple Watch and one part in particular, and that is the workout feature. Now, I use the workout feature quite often, and so I'm pretty used to it working a certain way. And actually, honestly, the last week or so, I have found it very frustrating to use because it's totally different. But there are some good things about it as well, so I want to highlight that. It's just a whole different layout and a different way of accessing your information. So because the watch doesn't have any way to plug it into my mixer, you'll just hear it through the microphone. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the workout app right now on my watch, and then we will talk through the options and different things that are on the screen.
Workout.
So the first thing is, when my workout loads, it doesn't always talk right away. So I have to kind of start swiping around.
Views button.
And you have your views,
Goals button.
goals,
Indoor run. Adjustable. Media playback button. Start button. Alerts button. Alerts button.
Okay, so those are all the things on the main screen. Now I'm going to change my workout type. And this is where I had a little bit of a hard time. So I'm going to go back to the adjustable area here.
Start media play. Indoor run. Adjustable.
Now it tells you to swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value. But what that does is actually adjust the workout type. So I'm going to try to swipe up.
Elliptical. Adjustable. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value. Indoor rowing. Adjustable. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value. Traditional strength training. Adjustable.
So I was hitting that pretty quickly and it took forever for it to catch up. And imagine if you're trying to switch workouts and your finger's a little wet and sweaty, it doesn't work out so well.
Swipe up or down with one finger. Traditional strength training. Adjustable. Media. Traditional strength training. Adjustable. Indoor run. Adjustable.
Okay.
Swipe up or down with one
So
finger to adjust the value.
that's where I left off. And the easiest way was to just go away from it and then swipe back to the adjustable to see what my option selected was.
Elliptical.
There we go.
Adjustable.
Let's go to that.
Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
And perhaps if I were to turn my hints off, then it would be a little faster. I don't know. I'm going to try that at some point. But for now, that's kind of how it behaves.
Views. Button.
Up here in views, if you double tap here,
Views. Workout views. Heading. You can edit your metrics and workout views for elliptical workouts. During your workout, scroll using the digital crown to see additional workout views.
so these are different views you can have while you're working out. And you can change them, edit them, take them out, whatever you want to do. So I haven't played with a lot of these, and I'll be honest, I just like to have it keep track, and I don't want to think about it. So I have my music on or something else going on. But you can keep track of some of these things, and it will talk to you while you're going through your workout. So I'm going to back out of the views area here.
Back.
And now I'm going to look at goals.
Views. But goals. Button. Goals.
Now, these are goals that I've kind of saved and under my elliptical workouts. And each of your workout areas has its own set of goals and views.
Back. But goals and targets. Heading. Your workouts. Heading. Time. 30 minutes. But categories. Heading. Goals. 7. Button. Custom. 0. Button. Custom. 0. Button.
Okay, so I don't have any custom ones, but I do have 7 different goal ones that I've set up.
Goals. 7. But time. 25 minutes. Button.
It just depends on the day.
Actions available.
Sometimes I want to change the time. I want to change the calories. It just depends.
Calories. 150 cal. Calories. 300 cal. Add. Button.
And here's where you can add your own. So if I were to double tap here,
Calories. Button. Time. Button. Time. Button.
so I can go under time or calories, and I can add whatever I want under those views. And it depends on which workout you have selected. So in this case, I have elliptical
Workout body
selected.
off. Alerts. Heart rate. None. Button.
But here's where I would set my alerts. So if I want to have my heart rate alert set where it will tell me when it gets to a certain beats per minute, then I could turn that on.
Time. 5 minutes. 0 seconds.
And I always have my time at 5 minutes. Now, the neat thing it does now that it didn't do before is that Siri's voice comes through and tells you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, all that stuff, which is really nice because sometimes it would just beep before and you wouldn't always notice how much time you had left. I'm going to go back out of this.
Views. Button. Goals. But elliptical. Media playback. Start.
And then, of course, once you get through all of those things, you can press the start button. It gives you 3 beeps and you're off and running or elliptical or cycle or whatever it is you're doing. So that's a brief look at the workout app. I have mixed feelings about it, and I think over time I'll get used to it. But for now, this is kind of how I am able to access the workout area on my Apple Watch using the newest update. Thank you all for listening and have an awesome rest of your day.
For more, check out unmute.show. You can email us at feedback@unmute.show.